Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for watching How to Do Everything, and today's video is another Photoshop tutorial. We're going to be talking about the size adjust, image adjust, and canvas size tools. And this is real handy if you're trying to make a custom image or if you're just trying to scale something to the correct size for your screen. So we're going to start off. Let's start off with a new image here. And let's see what we got. Let's do this one. So we have this image here, and what I want to do is I want to make this image the correct size to view on multiple monitors. And I have two monitors that are 1920 by 1080, which is typical 1080p size. So if you go actual pixels, you can see that this image is rather huge, and it's too big of an image to fit on nice cars there. Too big of an image to fit on my screen, so it's not going to display properly. So we'll go back to see actual pixels here. What this does is it displays the photo in its actual size, and then we have fit screen, which brings it down to fit inside of your window. So what I want to do is I want to select an area of the screen that I want to make the right size. And first I want to see how big this picture actually is. So we can go image size, and you can see here that it is 1696 high by 9024 wide, and that's the current size of my image. So what size I need it to be is 3840 wide by 1080 tall, and that's the size of two 1920 by 1080 monitors side by side. So a few things we can do. The first thing we can do is just scale this image down. So you see they're already constrained, and what that means is whatever I change this number, this one is going to change in the same relationship. And what that's for is so your image doesn't get distorted, right? If you had a circle and you were scaling the image and it wasn't constrained, if you change the height without the width, then the circle becomes an oval. So we're going to leave this constrained, that way everything looks in proportion to each other. And we're just going to change this to let's say 3840. And that tells me that to keep this image the right size, my height is only going to be 722. So that's not going to work. So we'll cancel that. We'll keep it the same size. And what I want to do is I want to trim. And we're going to go image. And you can see image size and canvas size. So what we can do is go to our canvas size. Let me pull this over here. And here we go. So now what we can do is trim our canvas in the direction that we choose. So we're going to select pixels here, and we're going to change this to 3840 by 1080. And the difference in this and image size is this doesn't actually make the image smaller, it just crops out some of it. And I'll show you here. We're going to click OK. And it says it's going to clip some of the image, saying that the canvas is going to get smaller. And you see what happened there is it just basically windowed down on some of my image. And the external image is not gone yet. You can see in the background layer here, we still have our entire image. What we can do now is click the selection tool, and we can actually, see, it's not going to let me because the layer is locked. So we're going to undo this. We're going to go back to canvas size. Let's see here. Let me think how to undo this. Oh, step backwards. Sorry. I hadn't done anything to undo. So, back starting with our original image, what we're going to do first is select all, and we're going to copy this. And then we're going to paste it, and you see now it's on a new layer that is unlocked. And on some image types it won't let you unlock the background layer. So now we're going to go back to our image, canvas size, we're going to go pixels, 3840 by 1080, and OK. Yep. And now what we can do is we can take this and move it around. See what we got here? Now what you're seeing back there is the background layer that's actually below this layer. So if I were to turn that off, see, it goes away. But so what we do now is we say, okay, I want that right there. That's the center. Yeah, that looks good. So now we can save this image, and it will basically create a 3840 by 1080 image of whatever we save, or I can leave it like that right there. That's pretty cool. So now we'll hit File, Save As, and we're just going to save this as a JPEG, and boom. I want to save it as some new file name. Yep, there we go. So now we have this image that if I close out of this, nope, and go to open here, and there it is. So now if you look, I have an image that is just what I've selected, and it's the image that's the correct size to fit on my screen. So that is how you use the image size and canvas size to crop and trim and scale your images to the correct size that you want. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Check out my other videos where I do other Photoshop tutorials and other how-to videos. And be sure and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in the next video.